All right. It says I'm live, but it also says to please stand by. So let's see here. Please stand by, it says. Warning, please check the video resolution. The current, all right. It says I've got a good connection. 20 seconds. If there's anybody here in the chat room, let me know if you can see me, because it's acting strange. So, although it says please stand by, it does say I'm live. And it looks like everything is streaming properly from over on the OBS side of things. All right. Well, I have this little setup here to go live. Got a bunch of decks of various oracle cards, and it says unable to connect to chat. Let's just see here. What's going on over here? I mean, it does say, okay, playbacks 2, viewers 2, but chat is not on. Why? Why is there no chat? Well, warning, check the video resolution. Well, it looks like it's optimized. Is it streaming? Please stand by. All right. Well, I'm ready to go, but what I'm going to do right now, just for fun, is I'm going to check from my phone and see if I can see it streaming, you know? Because I don't want to do like an hour video if no one's watching, or if no one can see it. All right. It says live. Well, I'm ready to go. What I'm going to do right now. It's working. It's working. All right. All right, so I'm just going to get started on this then. I love that. All right, well, we're live. I'm here in Durango, Colorado, and it is absolutely stunning outside right now. I just have to say, I'm really enjoying these summer nights. They're warm. Went up in the mountains for a few days, and that was so nice. It gets cool at night. And just really enjoying the beauty of nature, you know? It's so bountiful. It's so abundant. And when I get out in nature, it makes me feel free. Freedom is good. Well, I don't know why I can't, no one can chat, but I haven't figured that out. That's very strange. All right, here we go. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Rayne, and I am a psychic medium, tarot card reader, amongst many other things that I do in this world. I have a love of people, and I'm working to help raise the vibration. You know, we can all raise the vibration together, but this is just one of my ways of sharing what the gifts that I have. It smells great. I might have to put it out, though. We'll see. We'll let it burn a little longer. So I've got all these decks here, if you could see them. And I think I'm just going to start with the generalized reading. If I decide to go into each of the astrological signs, I'll go ahead and come back in and time stamp it or something like that. This is really impromptu. And so what I'm going to do is ring my little bell. I'm going to say a little prayer and just start it out and kind of zen out and get into it, you know, and start reading for the current energies. Oh, and by the way, I do want to make an announcement. Since this is a general reading, just know that it's either going to resonate or it's not going to. If it resonates, wonderful. If it doesn't resonate, check out some of my other videos or check out some of our lovely YouTube tarot readers. We've got plenty of them. But what I do urge you not to do is leave mean comments about me and my personality. If you don't like me, just, click off, I need a shirt that says it. Just click off, no? Or click on. Are you going to click on or are you going to click off? All right. You either like me or you don't. And if you like me, wonderful. You know, I'm not really looking to be liked or disliked, but you know, yeah, I've seen some other YouTubers make that complaint that people say mean things. They don't like the way you dress or the way you talk. It's like, okay, well then don't watch me. It's pretty simple, you know, you can just click off. I do like that though. You can click off. Yeah, maybe I need a hat that says that. And I only say that because I recently got a mean comment and I was like, what is that? Like, who does that? Who has time for that? Okay. So if you have headphones on, just be aware that this might be a little bit loud. Yes. I urge you to take a nice deep breath and get real present with me here. It is your reading. It's really cool how I'll clear the energies. And then I'm just going to have fun and do this reading. I call in my angels and my guides to be present with this reading today. Help the messages to come through that we need to hear as the collective. What are the messages? I ask to be a clear conduit for those messages. Allow me to interpret the messages coming through, the messages coming through the cards. Allow the people who need to hear this message to hear it. Allow me to hear it. Allow me to be in tune with that. Let the messages be what we need to hear for the highest good of everyone involved. And so it is. All right. I can already feel the presence of my angels, or whatever word you want to put on it. I hate labels. I am anti-label, but sometimes we got to use words. And I like the word angels. They're with me. They're with me wherever I go. But I like to set the intention. I'm drinking my yerba mate. If you're not familiar with that, you can Google search it. It's like a green tea from South America, and it's really nice and energizing. All right. I am going to start with some tarot cards. And, yeah. I've got this deck here. This is the Druid Craft. It's got a lot of Druid-based images. Clearing the air. I ran out of Palo Santo, which I love, love, love. So we're just going to use a little incense today. Ask my angels to clear the energy of all these decks here. All right, today is August 20th. Can you believe it? I can't even believe it. Wow, August 20th. In the Northern Hemisphere, we are in the middle of summer. And I suppose that means it's winter in the Southern Hemisphere. I have friends in the Southern Hemisphere, and I think about how beautiful our planet is and how the cycles and all of that are. I've been enjoying this warm weather. I'm just so grateful. When I give thanks, I feel so full and abundant. What are the messages that need to come through for our beautiful, beautiful viewers? For me as well. What messages need to come through? After I do this, I'm gonna record a couple of videos, and I might do like a fun pick-a-pile thing. Those are really fun. All right, what are the messages that need to come out? Today is August 20th, 2019, but what are the current energies that we're dealing with? What are the messages that need to come out for us? Okay. Okay. I'm going to lay them out like so. And I have another deck here as well, and I will show each of these images. Okay. Continue to be open with your emotions, okay? We're starting off with the Princess of Cups, okay, which is also the Page of Cups. She is a youthful energy. She comes bearing emotion. She's also open, but she's in her youthfulness. She has not been through some of the things that some of the more or the older, yeah. Okay, so she hasn't been damaged yet, but she's allowing for these emotions. There's a heavy burden that is being lifted, that is being put down, coming to the completion of a cycle. He bears these wands on his back, but he's about to put them down because he is reaching his destination. And then also we have the Five of Wands, okay? More wands energy. And this is the card of conflict, either mental conflict within yourself or conflict with someone else. And then we also have the Prince of Swords, which is also the Knight. He comes in quickly, swiftly. This is like a communication. And so I urge you to stay open in your emotional state. Don't close down. If there was something that was seeming to be heavy, it's lifting right now. Okay, that is lifting. Whatever conflict I see, whatever conflict that there is, if that's in your mind or if that's with someone else, I feel like there's some kind of communication coming in and it will come to an end. Things are going to be a lot more clear. I'm going to pull some more cards here. We're going to get a little bit more of a story here. Yeah, there's definitely communication coming in. The way that the Prince of Swords is coming in toward the Five of Wands, I feel like things are going to be cleared out fairly soon. And this heaviness, it's not forever. It's about to be over with. Whatever that burden is that you've been carrying, you're going to have a lot more clarity coming up soon. But stay youthful in your expressions. Don't hang on to anything from the past, okay? Don't allow anything from the past to get in the way of your expression or your ability to receive, okay? Because this is an emotional thing. But then, yeah. Okay, let's get some more cards. What are the messages we need to hear right now, please? What other messages need to come out for this time period? What are the messages that we need to hear right now? Ooh, it flew right out. Yeah, there's a decision being made. Ooh. For some of you, it could have to do with marriage, not necessarily. You could also be going to a party or a ceremony, gathering with people. I'll show you these cards. Four of Wands some people say the Four of Wands is the 1111 or the Twin Flame card. If you are a believer in the Twin Flame journey, or if you're going through that, not everybody does it. Then we have the Two of Cups, which is emotional sharing. We have the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. Okay. To me, okay, I have to show you something. To me, the Two of Wands, you see how that guy is holding two wands? This is the blast off. I keep calling this is the blast off card. This is like, I mean, he's reigning in different energies. And he's made a decision so he can move forward. But I call it he's about to blast off, you know. He made the decision. He's going to blast off. We've got the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. For some of you, this is a love reading. Because we have the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups right next to each other. Someone has made a choice. Someone's made a decision, and it was a long time coming. Once the choice is made or has been made, things are going to start moving forward. Also, the Two of Cups doesn't have to be romantic. It could be it could be an emotional offering of any kind. I mean, here, I'm going to get another card. What's another message? What is the message that needs to come through that pertains to this reading, please? What is the message that we need to hear? Okay, and the Eight of Cups. All right. And because this is a general reading, there are many storylines here. They can be read in different ways. Leaving something behind that no longer serves. So the Eight of Cups came out last, and I'll show you this. See how he's got all those cups down here? Okay, there's a bunch of cups, but he's walking in a different direction. He's going upstream, but he's not swimming upstream. Swimming upstream or going against the grain is different than hiking up that trail that goes up to that water source. He's going to the source. He's going to fill his own cups. This is a time. There's a time frame on this because I see that moon there, and if you see, it looks like either a new moon or an eclipse. I want to show you this. Okay, this is how the cards are. So we have the the 1111 card. This is the Four of Wands. This is ceremonies, parties, getting together with family. It's also the wedding cup. It's also the 1111 twin flame card. And for some of you, that is what's going on, because here's the Two of Cups. See how they're offering something to each other. Now, if this is not a romantic offering, this is, I mean, it could just be an emotional offering between two people. For someone out there, it could be an emotional offering within yourself, giving to yourself, giving and receiving from yourself. Two of Wands on one side, Two of Cups on the other side, and right in the middle is the Four of Wands. So for some of you, you know, that's also a sign of commitment. Someone has made a decision. Someone has made a decision to leave something behind that was not fulfilling, okay? They're going to the next level. For some of you, like I said, this is within oneself and going to, yeah, there's a party or something going on here. But because of this Princess of Cups, this is like being open to give and receive. Feeling abundant enough to give and receive. This is a very youthful energy. This is a very new energy. And putting the wands down, okay? See, he's at the end of the cycle. The 10 is always the end of a cycle, but the 10, 1 and 0, reduces to a 1, and the 1 is the beginning. So getting to that point when it's like, all right, I can put the I can put the wands down and start anew. There is the conflict going on, okay? And I want to show you something, the way that these two cards go next to each other, okay? So this is the Five of Wands, and see how they're fighting? They're fighting, but it's not like an actual war. This is like conflict in the mind, conflict with other people, but it's not that big of a deal. See how the chicken's just pecking and scratching? It's because it's really not a big deal, but it is conflict. There's something conflicting. And then this knight, or what do they call it here, prince, the Prince of Swords comes rushing in. See how he's going toward the conflict? Okay, so someone was conflicted about something, but with this there's some kind of communication coming in that's going to just like rush in and clear up the conflict. The conflict is right above the Two of Cups, which means it has to do, for some of you, this is a love reading. There's conflict surrounding this give and take, okay? Not making one's mind up. Feeling burdened by it, but staying open. But this communication comes in and is going to alleviate quite a bit. A decision is being made, and there might be a deeper commitment involved. But this is going to happen by the next eclipse. I think there's an eclipse coming in October. So between now and within the next eclipse, I feel like for some of you, there's going to be some emotional giving and receiving that could lead to deeper commitment, that could lead to marriage and ceremony. For some of you, someone is going to propose to you, or you're going to propose to someone else. Also, yeah, just deeper commitment. And it could be within yourself. This, for some of you, this is you doing what's right and what's necessary for yourself, and then also putting yourself out there. But there definitely is some kind of ceremony going on. So I don't know, maybe somebody's going to a baby shower, you know, I'm not sure, but we're going to get a little deeper here. I'm going to drink a little more of my yerba mate. I think it's really weird that the chat is turned off for this, and I don't recall putting that in the settings. So my apologies to anybody watching and wanting to comment. Just comment on the video itself. I would love to hear any, you know, I love to interact with people. I love people. So, so I'm going to pull out of a different deck here. I've got the Healing Light Tarot. It's a really lovely deck. This is what it looks like on the outside of it. Ask my angels to clear the energy of this deck from the last reading and allow the messages to come through that we need to hear. Yeah, I like the way the Two of Cups is right next to the Four of Wands. For some of you, there's definitely, somebody's going to get married between now and October. Not everybody, obviously. Not everybody, but someone is. That's what I see here. And it will alleviate a lot of burden. It will alleviate a lot of burden and conflict. There has been a lot of conflict surrounding this offering of love. Someone was really conflicted as to whether or not they should share this. But there's a communication coming in very quickly. If it hasn't already happened, it's going to be coming in soon. It's going to alleviate a lot of worry. Either it's coming in or you are going to be communicating. What are the messages that need to come through right now? August 20th, please. In conjunction. Okay, my nose is starting to itch. What happens for me personally when I start to channel messages, I start getting really itchy on my nose. It's the weirdest thing. All right, what are the messages that need to come through? I'm just going to pull some more cards and put them on top of here. Like 4 cards, please. Something like that. Okay. Like 4 cards. Was that 2? What are the messages that need to come through, please, for our beautiful people listening? What are the messages? Okay. All right. The path is being cleared. The ships are coming in, and there's been a lot of juggling of things. All right, I like how the 2, okay, so the 2 of Pentacles just came out, and the 2 of Pentacles is all about juggling. See how he's got 2 of the Pentacles in his hand? He's juggling. He's juggling in the physical world. He's juggling all these things going on. And in the background, there's a couple of ships, and the water is like ebbing and flowing. And, you know, as the juggler would, ebb and flow, ebb and flow. I see ships here, and I see ships here. The 6 of Swords is moving out of turbulent waters into calmer waters. All right. We've got 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and 2 of Cups on the table here. So, and this is like right on top of the 2 of Wands. There's a lot of juggling going on, but a decision is going to be made or is being made, or a decision needs to be made. A decision is going to be made if it hasn't already been made. But there's a lot of juggling going on, but it's causing. See, this is a really positive card to me. This is the 6 of Swords. This is mental clarity. This is moving into calmer waters. I like how there's a ship here and a ship here. So for some of you, there is water involved, maybe a large body of water. The juggling is only going to go on so long, and I think things are going. See, the thing is right next to that is the Chariot. Okay, and the Chariot is a major arcana. It's a really powerful energy. It's clearing of the way. The way, obstacles are being cleared. I see divine intervention. Things are happening, magical things. Staying grounded amongst this very quick moving energy. This is a very fast moving energy. Do you see how fast the horse is moving here? But yet the chariot driver stands firm. He is very grounded, and he has his arms open. He is open to allow things. He's allowing. Oh my God, my nose is itching. He's allowing, and the chariot is moving forward, full speed ahead. Full speed ahead, obstacles are being removed. Okay, so moving, once this decision has been made, I feel like the way will clear. Now, and then we have 8 of Pentacles. This is the, he's the master builder. He's the master of his craft. He's hard at work. Whatever it is, whether it's a job, for some of you it's a home, he's hard at work. But it's not necessary. I mean, it's for a reason. There's goodness coming from this. He's working hard at something. It's something in the physical world, but whatever it is, he's a master, and he's very focused. It's a very focused energy. It's the master builder. I was told to pull more cards from this, and I will. I like it. This story's getting, the plot thickens. Now, lots of good stuff is going on. I do suggest You know, juggling requires, you know, this is, okay, so this is interesting. I don't know if you know anything about juggling, like physically juggling, but when you juggle balls, like when you're juggling, you're not looking at the balls while you're juggling. I just want to point this out. You're kind of, so when you juggle, you're looking straight ahead and you see the balls, but really you're allowing your reflexes to juggle the balls. You see them, but you're not focused solely on that. You're focused on the whole scenario. So that requires softening of the eyes. That requires being kind of open, being fluid. Yes, be fluid with this. That's what the Princess of Cups is, though. She's very fluid. She's very grounded, but she's open to give and receive. She's very innocent. It's a very innocent energy. She's learning from this experience. This is new territory. This is new territory. What are the other messages that need to come out, please? What are the messages that need to come out for this reading, please? The way is being cleared. It will require, okay, it requires work, but it also requires letting go, trusting. But this decision being made, whatever it is, it's going to lead you to calmer waters. Okay. All right. Okay. I like it. One more card, please. Is there another card in there for us? Which card do we need? So we have the Four of Pentacles, but now we have the Eight of Pentacles. Now we've pulled the Four of Pentacles, which is foundation. Okay. More communication coming in. More communication coming in. Okay, so here we have the Four of Pentacles. And if you notice, in this particular building, it's structure. It's foundation. It's something new. But the thing is like, okay, but it's laying down the foundation. And I also see strength because he's holding that ball of energy on his back. I mean, we have the master builder, but then it goes back down to the building of something new. This is building something new. A business, perhaps because it is right here by the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. I feel like for some of you, there's somebody who's building a new house. Okay, but that's not what it is necessarily. Okay, so then next we have the Queen of Wands. Isn't she cool? Look at her. She's got her multiple arms there. She's a passionate, fiery queen. This is a fire sign energy. It could be. Doesn't have to be. But it's a really fiery, passionate energy. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, feminine energy. Now, just because it's feminine energy doesn't mean it has to be male or female. We all have masculine and feminine within us. So this fiery, passionate, feminine energy, she grows things. She is full of life, okay? She's passionate, crazy passionate. But I say she grows things because next to this is the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Nines are getting pretty close to the end of a cycle, but it's also a phase that is well established physically. Pentacles being your physical world, but she stands in her garden. She has her bird in her hand. There's fountains, and it's her garden. Things are blooming, things are growing, and so she is well established. So this I say she, but that's because there's a girl in this picture. That's the energy here. It's being well established, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have riches. To be comfortable in your environment that you've created, whatever that means, it doesn't have to mean that you have a ton of material wealth, or it could. I feel like there's a new foundation being laid that is, for some of you, this is new. For others of you, this is like just a really abundant energy and just being able to feel good in your skin, to feel good in what you've created, the abundance that surrounds you. to be able to sit back and bask in that, whatever that means for you personally. But this Queen of Wands energy, she is planting the seeds. She is sowing what she has planted as well. She is this energy is extremely passionate, but it's there's a master energy, like there's a master creator, and then there's also somebody, there's the growth of something new. But then we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords, pages being the same as, well, we've got the Princess here. That's also a page. It's a very youthful energy. Again, communication, ideas. There's a new idea for some of you, there's a new idea that you have been thinking about. It's been stirring around. New ideas. I feel like also for some of you, the new ideas are going to be coming. I see as things shift and change, as you're leaving these things behind that are no longer serving, there are going to be new inspirations, new ideas that are going to create greater abundance and the ability to really enjoy what it is that you're creating in your reality, regardless of what that is or what that looks like. It's something that works for you, and the obstacles are being cleared. The path is being cleared before you because you are setting your intentions. When we set our intentions and we allow the universe its natural methods, sometimes obstacles are put in our path with a purpose, okay? And sometimes those obstacles are removed. And right now, I feel like there's a lot of divine energy and divine timing involved in some of these things. It's starting to get dark out here, and I'm considering turning on I'm outside, so I'm considering turning on the outside light. Yes, the path is being cleared. Things are... The juggling is happening at this time. We do that in life. We do that in life naturally. But this juggling is also allowing for the new foundation to be laid. Expressing. So maybe there wasn't, I feel like in the past there wasn't a lot of vocalization of expression. For someone that makes sense. But that it continued to be open. To stand there and just hold a cup like this and be open to give or receive, but not necessarily giving. It's like open to give, but she's not. She's holding it close to her heart. She's open though. So this is an open energy. But she's standing still. There are, I see the leaves of change. I see the fall colors. I feel like this could be either current energy or very, like, past energy, but just recent, okay, for some of you. But this burden is going to... The burden and the conflict, I feel like conflict of the mind, but conflict with some people around you who are not seeing what it is that you are moving toward. This keeps popping out for me, this Ten of Wands. I mean, moving towards your goal and it might not be that easy. It hasn't been, but you're about to be able to put your heavy burden down because things are shifting and changing. But I do see communication coming in. Either you're communicating or someone else is communicating. This is going to make a major shift, and then things are going to start rolling into place. I do see divine intervention happening. The universe is asking for you to trust because we don't always know how everything is going to work out. And sometimes it's not really for us to understand all of the things, all of the components. Because if we did, we might not... it might not be for our benefit. I am going to turn on some outdoor lights out here because it's getting dark. So please excuse me for a second. I am coming back and I'm going to read some more cards. We're going to pull out some... I think I'm going to pull out some Angel Answers cards. I might even... I'm starting to decide what I'm going to do. I might do pick a pile scenario so that we can hone in on the different answers for different people. Yes. All right. Let me figure this out. Turn on some lights. How do we turn on the outdoor lights? Aha. Well, that wasn't hard to figure out. I love summer nights. So warm outside. I'm going to pour some more water in my yerba mate. If you've never drank yerba mate, I suggest it. It's really good for you. It's a good alternative to coffee. What do you say about my yerba mate? Yeah, I can see a lot better. All right. Is there any other messages that need to come through from these cards? This is a really beautiful reading. I do feel like for some of you, this is a love reading. It appears to be a love reading because we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. But for some of you that it is not a love reading, yeah, you're really starting to balance things out within yourself, and things are becoming clear. Things are becoming clear. As you're becoming more open, you're starting to see things in a different light. The universe is asking for you to clear yourself. If you're having mental conflict about anything, I'm seeing some visions. For some of you, it would be really good to just go and sit out in nature and meditate. Just breathe, just breathing and calming the mind. Calming the mind and allowing the messages to come in. Nature has its way of teaching us just through the simplicity of listening to the birds chirp or watching how the ants interact with each other. Little things like that that may seem small, but yet are so powerful in our psyche. We do naturally learn from nature. Okay, and that being said, I'm going to pull some cards from this this deck here by Stephen Farmer. This is, what is it called? The Earth Oracle. Look at that. The mighty tree and the mighty roots. I'm going to pull some messages out of here. What are the messages that we need to hear? Yeah, I'm hearing get out in nature as much as possible. Get away from the hustle and the bustle. Get away from the stagnation. Get away from anything that is causing your thoughts to be cluttered. Get away from it and allow nature to come in. That's okay. What are the messages that need to come through, please? The messages that need to come through. What are the messages that need to come through? August 20th. Okay. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, well, these two cards go really well together, actually. We have spring equinox, rebirth. For some of you, some things are going to be happening in the spring, okay? Okay, for somebody out there, you might be getting married in the springtime. All right, this also is, it doesn't have to mean spring necessarily, but it is an indicator of an energy. This is because right here we have dawn, okay? This is like the sun coming up, new beginnings, okay? So for some of you out there, there's something new that's happening. This is like spring. Spring is like the flowers are starting to bloom. When I think of spring, I think of romance. I think of birds chirping and being twitter-pated. I think of rabbits getting it on. Oh my God, you have to look. Okay, this card is actually really beautiful. See the rabbit? I don't think you can see the details very well, but this card is quite gorgeous and very detailed. The art is lovely. She's like a nature woman. She's out in nature. She's seeing something new. She's being vitalized. Through her own vitality, she is able to feed others. She's able to share that energy with those around her. I say her. This isn't masculine or feminine, but this is a very similar energy to this Queen of Wands energy. Queen of Wands is like springtime, but she's full on summer too. She's spring, summer, fall, and winter. rebirth. Some of you are going through a rebirth process right now and new beginnings. Like there's something new happening here, and it's really fucking exciting, okay? This has been a long time coming, okay? And for some of you, like I said, I don't, for somebody, they're getting married, and yeah, there's marriage going on, perhaps in the springtime. But that's obviously not going to apply for everyone here. The sun is coming up. It's shining a light on things and it's clearing the way. It's making it easier to understand what it is the next step is. For some of you, you've been holding back from moving forward. There's been a lot of stagnant energy. I feel like that's changed. It's already starting to change, but it's on. Things are on. It's time. It's time to move forward on projects. It's time to move forward on ideas. This is like all new. This also, I mean, I see this energy, okay, this youthful Princess of Cups offering and receiving the emotions. This is new. This is new. She's spring. This is spring energy. It doesn't have to be the time frame of spring, but that's what energy she bears, this new growth, and it's abundant, and it's beautiful, and it's the dawn, the new dawn. Are there any other messages that need to come out of this deck, please? Shaman, okay. Ooh, I'm just getting some feelings in my body. Wow, that's really, really powerful imagery. I'll show this to you. Wow, I love how she's wearing feathers in her earrings. I am wearing a feather right now. Look, the shaman. Ancient healing wisdom. Okay? And for some of you, you need to get out in nature and look to nature to give you these messages. Not only that, but for some of you, it might be time to go to ceremony, whether that's like a San Pedro ceremony or ayahuasca or whatever it is that resonates with you. Ancient healing wisdom. And obviously that's not for everybody. But I feel like if you get out in the woods at the very least, or just in nature, things will become clear. But for some of you, you may need, this is telling you that it's time to have that experience, that mind-opening, life-changing experience. And so, it's not for everybody, but for some of you, you're going to have a revelation, whether that is through the ceremony arts or, for some of you, it definitely is ceremony. For some of you, seriously, the shaman. Okay, so this is this is ceremonies, and this to me could mean ceremonies. Like if there's a local church or group that you know of that is putting on plant medicine, fungi medicine ceremonies, you're going to really benefit from that. I preach it. I actually am learning about it because I'm doing a documentary on some of these topics. Shaman. We are all shamans of our own bearing. For some of you, when you are tapping into this energy and things become clear, you will be not only your own personal shaman, but you will be able to teach others through just being. Okay, that was for somebody. All right. I'm in the state of Colorado where THC is, it's legal. So I am going to practice utilize my, anyway, I'm free to smoke. So I'm going to smoke right here and give the smoke up. Gosh, it is beautiful. I don't know if there's a fire nearby, but it's like hazy and it's all purple and pink and very hazy, but it's gorgeous. So much gratitude. Life is so full, so abundant. I'm going to ring the bell again. So grateful for the messages coming through. I would like to get some more messages for anyone that's watching. So I asked to be guided as to what decks to use and what messages need to come through. So I just start spitting out stuff. Like it's not premeditated by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, I am going to pull from this deck here. This is from the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. It's the Goddess of Night. Nyx, the Goddess of Night, which is beautiful. We need that yin and yang. We need that dark and light. Contrast is what tells us what we like and what we don't like. And when we know what we don't like and we know what we do like, we know, then that gives us better clarity as to what to focus on. Because we focus on what we want to bring more to ourselves. And so if we know what we don't like, then we can focus on what we do like, right? What are the messages that need to come through from Nyx, the Goddess of Night? What do we need to hear right now? What do we need to hear? What are the messages that need to come through for us during this beautiful time? It came out last time I used it. Oh, wow. Okay. I just got chills when that came out. One more card, please. Wow. Okay. This is a really strong message for some of you, okay? And if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. But this is for somebody. Okay, we've got the High Priestess of Water. We have Forbidden, and we have Lust. So I want to, okay, for some of you, you're really, really diving into your intuition. This is also water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, right? The High Priestess of Water is really in tune with her emotions. She's highly emotional. It's a number 4 as well. We have the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles here. And then we have 4 here. Foundation. She's really, when she's grounded, she's really even keel on her emotions. But if she's not grounded, it could be all over the place. Okay, so you are being asked right now to be in touch with your intuition about scenarios, what you feel here and what you feel here, your heart and your gut. This is not a logical thing. I mean, her third eye is emphasized. So if you are seeing things, that's another, form of being intuitive. But we're not talking about logic. We're not talking about the brain. We're talking about that softer, more feminine approach of feeling things out, gut reactions, heart reactions. What do you see? Are you having visions about things? Okay, and these cards together are pretty powerful. I'm starting to get chill bumps again. Okay, this isn't going to relate to everyone, but just know that there is a warning. Dun dun dun. This is forbidden. Okay, this has a door there that is sealed shut. It's an ancient building, ancient dwelling. It says forbidden, and right next to it is lust. Okay, lust is an extremely powerful emotion, feeling, okay? Okay, this may, like I said, this is not for everybody, but for somebody out there. You are being warned not to give in to your lustful feelings necessarily, okay? For some of you, you're having temptations, sexual temptations, okay? We all enjoy sex. At least I think we all do. Maybe not. I could be wrong, but not everybody enjoys it. But lust doesn't have to be sexual, though. Lusting for something, lusting for a situation that is something, if you go after it, it may not equal what you want it to, if it is pure lust. Now, we lust after, lust is what can be a driving force. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to pull out some of this. Where's that? Oh, mosquito. This is moving forward, though. I don't feel the lustful energy with this card. This is a different type of passionate energy. Lust may be a component of it, but it is not all. But for some, I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to say it the way I'm seeing it. For some of you, this is telling you not to give in to the temptation. I'm just saying this right here is saying to not give in to this temptation. There's something else that's, see, use your intuition. You may feel that lustful feeling for whatever it is, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. If it's just lust, it may be something to recognize and to not give into it, because there's something that you need to watch out for. This says forbidden, okay? Not that there, see, I really, I'm a believer that there's no right or wrong, or, you know, that we go through life and we have lessons. And so we make choices, we make decisions, and they're for us to learn. The outcomes are for us to learn. But there is a clear warning. Somebody out there, don't give in to the lust, okay? Use your intuition. That is a very clear message coming in for somebody out there. There is a situation that you do not want to give into. Giving into. Wow. For someone out there, someone is trying to seduce you into doing something that you should not necessarily do. Be really clear on what you want, okay? Use your intuition. For others out there, you're being asked to control your desires at this time. Ooh, okay. I'm having some really weird fucking images coming through with that. Should I pull one more card from this? Yes, I was told, and then I'm going to move on to another deck. This is a very specific message for somebody. This is not going to resonate with everybody, but someone is being tempted, seduced even. And it's not that it's wrong or right. It's just that it may not equal what you want it to equal. Choices. Ooh. Wow. Yeah. Look at that winged man there. He's an angel. What is this? There's a bird flying overhead. Choices. Kalona. Choices. One of his wings is black, and the other one is white with a rainbow. Let's see if we can get it to focus in. That's an amazingly beautiful card. And then there's like a hawk flying overhead, and then I see the crescent moon there. Choices. What choice are you going to make? I just got goosebumps again. Whoa. I don't know if I want to use this deck right now. No more of this deck. All right. Yeah. The forbidden. Some people are really into the forbidden, you know? The taboo, right? It's exciting. Something you might not should do, right? The forbidden. So, I'm not saying to do something or not, but you have a choice. And yeah, I'm just saying, are you going to give in or not? That doesn't mean that it's bad if you do give in, but it may not equal the result that you desire. Yeah, that's a very potent message right here. Choices, but again, we did get the Two of Wands, which is a choice being made. You know, somebody's making a decision. And then we got the Two of Cups. Ooh, that's a choice too, to share or not to share. To share or not to share. And then we have the Two of Pentacles. For some of you, you're juggling multiple people. Not everybody, obviously this is, if you would like a reading where I just hone in on your energies, I can do that, okay? I do personal readings. But when I do these general readings, there are lots of different scenarios that come up, and so I just read them as they make sense. But I'm saying, make a choice. Nothing's wrong or right, but one may not equal what you are necessarily wanting it to, but the other can equal something really amazing and something that you've been working to manifest. You know, we are free-willed beings, and so we always have a choice. And when I read tarot or oracles, I'm reading the energy, but that doesn't mean that's the end-all be-all of anything. We have the the power to take this information and do with it what we will. But there definitely is a warning here for someone, and I'm getting the chill bumps again. For someone, definitely be wise, but feel it. Feel it. Does it feel right here when you make the choice? There are things to do and things not to do. And sometimes when we do the things that we're not supposed to do, it doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means we're learning something. All right, I was told to grab a card from this. Okay, this deck actually, it doesn't freak me out, but it's just it's been so right on. This is actually an angel deck. This is the Angel's Answers, okay? So like it has I think it's 44 cards. It has a couple of yes and a couple of no cards, and then a bunch of other things all in between it. And so I don't know what we're really asking specifically, but I ask my angels to help the messages come through that we need in order to have clarity. Clarity is good. Yes, this is for the highest good for all. Love and light is what we focus on. All right. Angels Answers. What do the angels have to say? What did the angels? Yes, please give us some sort of message. Yeah, I'm feeling really tingly. Okay, and it wasn't because I smoked the marijuana, but I'm gonna take another hit. I'm feeling my angels really strongly right now. Yeah, that deck, that darker deck. I say it's darker, but it's Wisdom of the House of Night. You know, it's the House of Night. It has heavier messages. Its messages aren't light and fluffy. Gratitude. What are the messages that need to come through, please? Somebody's making a choice. Ooh, 2 came out. Oh, my nose. What are the messages? Well, this is all about choices, yeah. Free will, right? This is a beautiful card, by the way. It's up to you. See how she's pointing directly at you? It's up to you, all right? No one's going to tell you what to do and what not to do. Wow, this is a really powerful card here. I've never pulled this one. Ooh, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what I see on here. I don't know if you can, if it'll see, I'm already starting to get an itchy nose. If you believe, she's holding that star. What is that called? It's not the, what is that? There's a name for that. It's like the 3-dimensional Star of David or whatever. I think it starts with a K, I want to say. If anybody knows what it is, could you put it in the comments box? So because it's fleeting. She's holding that in front of her body. It's like her, in front of this area here. This is like life force, but universal life force. She taps in. Her crown chakra is also illuminated here. And above her are golden wings, and underneath each of the golden wings is a serpent, a golden serpent spiraling down, almost like in the shape of, well, there's a symbol for the snakes wrapping around the pole there, but it's also used in our medical community. It's used for, in our medical community. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like the serpents that intertwine. And that's above her head, but they're not intertwined. They're 2 separate serpents and 2 separate wings. This is bringing together 2 energies to create one. Wow, this is a really powerful card. I almost want to read out of the book for this because I'm gaining all this this information there, but I'm curious as to what the book says. So if you believe, yeah. You have it in alphabetical order. All right. If you believe, what you need right now is faith. You can have what you desire, but you must believe that can be so. Stay positive and visualize the outcome you're hoping for. I've been thinking about that concept a lot lately with having expectations about things. Like, it's not necessarily good to have expectations about things. Like, you're like, I want it to turn out this way or I'm going to be upset, Like, that's setting yourself up. It's just setting yourself up. But there is something to be said for seeing an outcome that you do desire and visualizing it in your head is a form of manifestation. Just thinking about it. Now, don't obsess about it, but thinking about it and seeing it in your mind's eye. There's something to be said about that. It's extremely powerful. It is an extremely powerful, technique for manifesting. So you have to be careful with it. But you must, after doing so, release your expectations of how it's going to happen. Because sometimes things happen in different ways than we would expect them to work out. And it works out far, far better, far greater than we ever could have imagined. But it is important to visualize and focus on what it is you want. And I like how they said it here, visualize the outcome you're hoping for. That doesn't mean obsess about it or get upset about it if the outcome changes. But when you put your intention into it like that and you visualize the outcome and then let it go and feel it here and then let it go in a peaceful manner where it feels good. It's pretty powerful. Okay, anyway. Set aside all negativity or pessimism in favor of a sunny outlook. Yeah, don't look at a situation. See, the thing is fear can come in very easily, and when you think about what it is you want, and then you start thinking about all the ways it could go wrong, or all the ways and why it wouldn't work out the way, why would that happen? There's no way I'm going to own an island. Why would I ever think that I'm going to live on a little deserted island? Why would I think that? No, I'm sorry. I'm just saying that because I did almost live on an island once. Okay, so anyway, the law of attraction brings us what we expect to receive. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. I want to say that line again. If our perception is that we deserve great things, then we will attract happiness. If we fall into doubt and don't believe in our own self-worth, then our experiences will match that energy. Believe in yourself and your cherished dreams. I love that idea of focusing on your dreams. What do you want to create? What do you want to bring to you? What do you want to experience? What would make you feel like full? Yeah. Yes. That's something I've been thinking about a lot, and if you believe. But the choice is, it's your choice. It's up to you. That's what the message is. And then on the bottom, I have to show you what's on the bottom of the deck. Loud and clear, yes. See how she holds two worlds? What is she holding there? A sun and a moon. Yes. Yes. Clearly choose what you want. This is yes with an exclamation point. Clearly choose what it is that you want, because life wants to bring you these things. We are master creators. We really are. Sun and the moon, she's got them both. Wow, yes, it reminds me of the Chariot card in some way. It reminds me of a lot of things. Okay, we've got the Chariot. I'm going to show you what it's reminding me of. Full speed ahead. Yes. See how there are two different horses here moving forward. She's got the two different energies in her hand. It also reminds me of the juggling card. Using these juggling things, but she's holding two things. They're very similar in the way they look. And look, above her what is he? The sun is above him here, and above her here is like a light. There are similarities in these two cards, like for sure. What's happening in your life, and I said divine, I feel like there's divine guidance. There has been or will be divine intervention in some of these things that you are choosing to create. Okay, I'm not saying that. That's not me. That's the message that's coming through. You are, yeah. This is, okay, so, yes. And you're ready. All right. And this one's showing its face too. You're ready. You're ready. No more stagnation. No more stagnation. All right. Whoa. Those are some pretty hefty messages coming through. I don't know how long I've even been live. I'm going to check that. And since the chat is turned off, I have no idea how many people are even watching. So it says, please stand by. So I will I'm just going to read a couple more. I'm going to pull some more cards and then I'm going to end it. I do want to pull the Romance Angels cards, but really, even though this had like some romance in it, I'm not being drawn to the Romance Angels card, but I am drawn to the Keepers of the Light deck, and so I'm gonna go ahead and use the Keepers of the Light. This is a really powerful, beautiful deck, and it's always so positive and on point. Ask my angels to clear the energy of the deck, but also to help the messages come out that need to come out in this time. What are the messages that need to come out at this time? What are the messages that need to come out? What do we need to hear right now? Collectively, what do we need to hear right now that will help bring clarity to our situations? Interesting. Wow. So this is interesting. There's a lot of upgrading going on right now. I only assume that people who are, drawn to watch some of these tarot readings and whatnot are on the spiritual journey, like bettering yourself, expanding. And so we have soul expansion, experiencing grace, and teacher awakens. And so I feel like many of you out there are learning new things and expanding, but also within that expansion, you are able to share what you have obtained, what your understanding is, and bring clarity. There are a lot of teachers out there that, Mosquito, I'm going to show you. Mahavatar, is that his name? Mahavatar Babaji. Soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Okay, and I'm going to show you this image. He almost looks like Yogananda or somebody. He's got a tattoo there on his throat chakra. Communication. Behind him are stars. Like, he's cosmic. He is connected cosmically to the greater soul expansion that is universal. It's very large. It's like connected to everything. Everything. And there's a need to communicate this more and more as we are rising, as we are upgrading, as we are expanding as spiritual beings. I feel like there's also this part that's the teacher awakens within us. We learn and teach ourselves, and we also learn and teach others. Okay? It's a really passionate energy, though. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. And it's also emphasized, like, kind of in this area. It's like throat and heart chakra. And then she has the lilies. This red energy. She's very passionate. She's very driven by her feelings. And this is also raw, sexual, feminine energy right here. That's what Mary Magdalene is. She was the lover to Jesus. So for some of you, and we also have experiencing grace. Paul the Venetian. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Did I show you the Mary Magdalene card? Look at this guy. He has a rose on his heart. He is heart driven. His jacket's green. That's like heart chakra energy color or whatever, and it's all rose behind him. He's experiencing grace through following the path of love. Yes. And it says share your gifts with grace. Teacher awakens. You have something important to share. These all tie in. And then the soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Okay, so there's a few different messages coming out here. Did I show you this? If I didn't show you this, I'm going to show it again. Mary Magdalene. She's smoking. She's beautiful. She's yeah, it's a very youthful, passionate energy. For some of you, you've been upgrading because maybe you've been doing more meditation, connected to source, seeing things from a different light, having some realizations, and you're feeling called to share what you have learned, what you have experienced, what you are experiencing. And it's very heart-driven, it's very passionate, it's very loving, it's coming from a pure place. And it is all about the cosmic connection to it all. For someone out there, because I did channel the Mary Magdalene sexual energy, I'm starting to itch. My nose is itching like crazy. Oh my God. This has to do with sexual power and connecting your sexual energy with spiritual energy. I do see somebody out there is like a sex educator, perhaps, or is interested in that realm. Also, oh my God, my nose is itching like freaking insane all of a sudden. Okay, for somebody out there, you will be connecting to someone else in a very powerful way. Which crosses over through all of the realms of existence that we are here to try and hone in on, because we are physical and energetic, spiritual, expansive, and beings that have so much potential for expanding, connecting to all, as well as being fully present here in your moment, in the body that you are so gifted to be able to experience. How gifted are we? How blessed are we that we get to be in these bodies here at this time? It really is. There's a lot of pain and suffering in the world, but really there's a lot to be experienced in the opposite. And why are we here but to experience joy and enjoy life, whatever that is, and sharing our knowledge and becoming a teacher, whatever manner that means. We are teaching ourselves and we are teaching others. We are learning from others as we learn from ourselves. There's a lot of balance here because of all the number 2s, because of this yes card, yes. But just remember that some doors are not meant to go into, okay, forbidden. Just remember that. Like, you can do it. You know, you're a daredevil, you can go do it. But it might not be for your best and your best. That was it. I mean, there's a lot of positivity here in this reading. There's a lot of yes, 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 but there was also some warnings. And I think for some of you, you need to watch out, okay? What are you lusting after? Be careful. It may not be the road to go down to. Stay true to yourself. Things are, the path is being cleared for you to move forward, and there's divine intervention involved with this, okay? The burdens are going to be things are going to be lighter, a lot lighter, once you make this decision, or perhaps you have made a decision. It's something new, something exciting. And for some of you, I see love, I see soulmates, I see marriage for some of you. For some of you, I see ceremony and plant medicine, and that kind of ceremony with the shaman card and the 4 of Wands together. And I see a lot of growth, springtime. For some of you, spring is going to bring some really powerful changes. It tends to anyway. But there's, you're being asked to release, let go, as well as hard work. Master builder. He is the master creator. He is mastering his craft. He's working hard on something. But just remember, ultimately, The choice is always up to you. But there is some communication that's either coming in or going out. I see exchanges between people, some of them extremely loving, some of them perhaps, very fruitful, whatever that is, very fruitful. And I do see soulmate energy here for some of you, but definitely leaving behind things that we're no longer serving, moving into that next realm, that next cycle. Starting it, but remember, put forth your intention. Visualize it in your mind's eye, what it is that you want to achieve, what you want the outcome to be, and then release it and not have expectations of it. All right. Well, I'm going to stop it there. I know it's been over an hour, and I'm feeling really good about that reading. It was really beautiful and powerful. I hope that it resonated for some people out there. If it did, let me know. Drop me a little comment in the box below and let me know your experience, because I just love that. Also, if you like my energy, if you're into it, give this a thumbs up. It helps other people to be able to see the video if you like it. I'm doing this because I feel called to. I've been doing this for a while, for many, many years, for over 20 years. And it's a beautiful way to help bring enlightenment and bring light to things and insight and clarity. And it's beautiful. And it's worked for me, and I love sharing that with others. But if you would like me to hone in on your personal energy, if you have a specific question, or if you just want me to dive into you, I offer personal readings. I can make you a video, or I can just send you like a PDF file type of write-up and with pictures. And right now I have some stuff available on Etsy, but you can also just get a hold of me. Otherwise, check out some of my videos. I'm going to keep putting out content. I'm just keep it going. Again, my name is Rayne, and I'm just going to send lots of love and light out there. If you want to be if you want to be notified next time I upload a video, there's a little bell icon. You can hit that, and then you'll get notified when I upload new content. So anyway, I'm going to send you off with lots of love and light. I'm feeling really buzzy, like right here. I love that feeling. Like there's some good feelings, good energy. And so I'm going to extend that to you. May everything be exactly how you need it to be, and you feel at peace, and remember to be in your gratitude attitude. Yeah. All right. That's where I'm going to end it. And until next time, beautiful people.